I always have loved the holidays, but I love the holidays even more now because it means the kids are all going to come home and things will be back to the way they always were. Not really, but I do get excited when my grown kids come back home to celebrate the holidays. It also means I'm going to be doing a lot more cooking, so I thought I would give myself a little bit of a break and get ahead by making some food that the kids will love while they're home. So I was thinking a great big pot of Tex-Mex meatball soup would be just the thing the Drummond kids would dive into for dinner while they're home. I'm gonna actually put the soup in kit form in the fridge, and that way it's just ready to heat up and serve whenever they're here. So I started by sauteing some onion, and I'm adding some peppers. I've got red bell pepper and poblano peppers along with some garlic. Such a delicious, flavorful combination for this soup. So for seasoning, I've got two different kinds of chili powder. Just regular old chili powder that you'd find in any supermarket, a couple of tablespoons, and then some ancho chili powder, just a slightly different flavor, a little smoky, very, very scrumptious. And I'll go ahead and add some salt and pepper to the veggies. Looking good already. So a couple more things to add. I've got some adobo sauce. This is just a can of chipotle peppers. I'm not adding the chipotle peppers. I'm just getting some of the sauce that they're packed in. And then a can of diced tomatoes and green chilies. And then just a can of chopped green chilies. Another favorite in my pantry. All right, now I'm gonna stir this around and get them mixed with the veggies. Oh, this is gonna be so good. So I'm adding broth now, a whole bunch of low sodium chicken broth. I'm gonna crank that heat up. And this is a Tex-Mex meatball soup. So I'm gonna break out the frozen meatballs, and I am gonna add this entire bag. And you can add them just in the frozen state because this soup is so hot and it's going to get so hot that they're gonna heat up in no time at all. So now I just need to bring this to a boil, then I'll reduce the heat and let the soup simmer for 10 minutes. So while I do that, it might be a good time for me to update you on what the Drummond kids are all doing with their lives. Let's start with my first two kids, the Drummond girls. Alex is married and living in Dallas with her husband, Mauricio. They've been helping me shoot the show, so I've had so many good times with them. Alex is working with me on some projects these days, and we are so proud of her. She's such a great girl. Then Paige, well, she just graduated from University of Arkansas, and it was so great to be there with the whole family to celebrate. Todd especially loved it. Paige has a friend, Mitchell, who we think is pretty swell. She was home for the long summer, but now she's living and working in Dallas for a consulting firm. So I have two girls down there. I'll tell you what the boys are up to in just a minute. Meantime, the soup is finished simmering, so I'm gonna turn it off and squeeze in some lime juice because this is a Tex-Mex soup. So I'll stir the lime juice in. Oh, this looks brilliant and amazing and delicious. All right, so now I just have to let the soup cool and then it'll be ready for the fridge with the rest of the components. So now let me update you on those Drummond boys, and I'll give you a hint, football is involved. So Bryce is at college at University of North Texas where he's studying, let me think, football. He's actually doing really great and has lots of friends on the team. Then Jamar has finished his first year at University of Central Oklahoma in Edmond. And it's great that he's only a couple of hours away because he gets to make it back for family get-togethers. And that brings me to Todd. Right now, he's playing his senior season as quarterback on our home team, the Huskies. He's been helping Lad on the ranch, and he'll play football in college next year. Yes, Todd is headed to college. I can't believe it. Okay, so I got all the soup components ready. The soup itself, I have a little bag of ditalini pasta. It's already cooked just under the al dente stage, so it'll stay really firm in the soup. And some sour cream, of course. And then I have some cotija cheese and then some cilantro. And I wrapped the stems in a damp paper towel and put them inside the baggie. And that way the cilantro will stay fresh in the fridge. And a lime, of course. What a soup kit. It looks delicious. Wait till you see how it all comes together. When it's time to serve up, I'll add pasta to everyone's bowl, ladle hot soup on top, making sure to get meatballs and peppers and the delicious broth. Then, to make it extra tasty, some sour cream, a sprinkling of cotija cheese, some chopped cilantro, and a wedge of lime to squeeze over the top. Okay, and I'm gonna get this in the fridge. It is so satisfying to make things ahead of time. Knowing this is in here, it just makes my day. So that's one meal all taken care of, but I can't relax. There's still more to come.